Hi, and welcome back to the restaurant show. We are about 10 minutes north of Madison right now, about to have a tasting here at Drumlin Ridge Winery. Thanks so much for having us today. This is Dave, the owner and winemaker.
Thank you, Jessica. Thank you for coming out.
Oh my God, we love this space. It's beautiful. I've been, another time we did a lovely tasting. It was really great. And we're gonna do today the premium tasting, right?
Yes. So we offer 3 different tastings. Today we're doing the premium tasting. We offer 6 1-ounce pours for $12. We start out with 3 dry whites and we finish with 3 dry reds.
Okay, so 3 dry whites, 3 dry reds are all on the premium. And I think that's wonderful. We're not going to go through the whole tasting right now. We've picked out 3 that you think are maybe more the popular ones.
Yes, yep.
Okay.
And unique. So we have a Prairie White. We've named it Prairie White for some prairie. We have
Perfect.
It's actually a Sauvignon Blanc. We've
Okay.
sourced the grapes out of the Mendocino County of California. It's a coastal Sauvignon Blanc. So it has a lot of honey notes, real light honeysuckle. It's been very popular. It's dry, just on the edge of maybe having a little perception of sweetness due to that honey note.
Very good, okay. So give me the full etiquette on this one. Last time I was here, you taught me the swirl. I learned I need to go down on my stem here.
Yes, so if you hold it on the lower part of the stem, you can get a little swirl, aerate the wine.
Okay.
Perfect, very nice.
There we go. So every time I come, I'm learning now how to do this properly. Awesome. Okay. So what is sort of the flavoring in this one?
So as it ferments, the yeast pulls out a lot of the notes from the grape and from the juice itself. So this one has a lot of honeysuckle, real light floral notes.
Yeah.
Just very delicate.
I love it. I wish you could smell the wine at home and taste it, but you can't. That's why I'm here.
Yes.
Help you out. Now, talk to us a little bit. You've been doing some pairing classes, which I think is wonderful. And you've got dishes here too, so you can get some food while you're here doing your tastings.
Right.
And
right.
what do you think is a good pairing?
So we have a small plates menu offering various pairings with our wines. With the white, it's a little on the lighter side. It goes well with some of our lighter cheeses.
Perfect.
Maybe with some of the light meats.
Yeah, I love this one.
So we have a cheese and sausage board here. We use the underground meats for our meat board. We have some Bruschetta and a few different salamis on there.
Yeah, a lot of locally sourced items, which I think is really helpful. You've got a local business, so sourcing some local foods and things, so I think that's great. And just a beautiful space to come hang out in. If you're looking for gift ideas, I think for anybody and any time, we were just chatting a little bit off camera. It's wonderful to come and get a little bit of knowledge, and then when you're gifting something, you have a little bit of the backstory, or you can give a little bit of an explanation. I love that.
Very true. We have wine classes here. We're offering Vino 101, 4 classes throughout February, every Sunday for a few hours.
That's great. That's what I need. I need to start at 101. That's about my level. Okay, so let's go up here and talk about some of the other ones. So normally you would do 3 whites and then move on to your reds. We're going to go ahead and move on to
So we're going to go on to a Zinfandel. I've sourced the Zinfandel grapes out of the Amador County of California. Amador is known for some of the oldest head pruned Zinfandel vines in the United States, 100-plus-year-old vines.
Can I ask you and show off this adorable pourer?
So we use various pours. It helps to aerate and pour the wine. This one's our cat pourer.
That's really cute. It's got to be a conversation starter for people when you're doing a flight. Okay, keep going on this one.
So
what
the
is this?
Zinfandel, being in a very hot red volcanic soil area, it produces a lot of sugar. So this one's a higher alcohol. It's a 15.5% alcohol.
Okay, so no driving home. Or
But
limit yourself.
Very well balanced.
Yeah.
It came out very well balanced. It does not seem hot on the tongue.
Oh, it's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. It does not seem like that at all. Okay, really good. Okay,
a lot of dark cherry notes, blackberry notes.
Yeah.
Very aromatic.
When talking about pairings with red and something like this, what would you recommend?
Commonly with the reds, you want to go with something a little darker. So a lot of times the sausage meats, you can go to a red sauce.
Okay.
Even the sun-dried tomatoes go well with it. It's a little spice.
Perfect. So lots of plates that you can get and try while you're here.
Yes.
I think is fun. Now you've got another plate on the side here, and we're going to do one more wine. Before we do that, I want to make sure that we just talk a little bit about the space and tell people a little history of how you got here and why you're here today.
Sure. So I started making wine in 1991. I have an apple orchard just over the hill out the back door here. and I started making apple wine. A friend stopped out, I was pressing the apples, making apple juice, and it all started from there after he brought out everything we needed to make 5 gallons of apple wine.
Wonderful. So passion turns into business, and business is your passion
Yes.
in such a great way. I love it. It's so much fun. Okay, we got one more wine that we're going to try here. Now, this is typically part of this premium tasting flight.
Yes. So this is our fullest bodied of all our red wines. It's a Syrah. Syrah is a grape that's very versatile. It can be grown in a cool climate or a hot climate. It makes a very different wine depending on how you grow it and ferment it.
Yeah. So the last one got poured out of a cat. This one's getting poured out of a dog. That's cute.
So the Syrah is the last grape we left hanging in the vineyard. We're walking the vineyard mid-October, tasting the grapes, and they were actually starting to raisin up, becoming very concentrated, a lot of meaty leather notes on there, actually bacon as we're tasting the grapes.
Wow. Okay.
So it's very full body, real dark fruit.
Full bodied. And now when you get to something this dark or this full, what's the pairing there? Are you going to go real heavy?
Normally you want to go a little darker. It still goes well with the caprese, the
does,
sun-dried
okay.
tomatoes, goes great with the meats.
So you've got us well paired here
Yes,
today, is
yes.
what you're saying.
Goes great with the kind of the peppered Brussels we have on the meat board.
Now, before we head out too, you can come and enjoy some of the smaller plates, but if you're going to plan something here, you do some other things as well, right?
We do offer classes. We have a space where people can come in and have a bridal shower, a bachelorette party. We've had a couple small weddings here.
Just
We
a
have an
gorgeous
outdoor
space.
space. We have an indoor fireplace, an outdoor fireplace. We have the vineyard. People can walk through the vineyard.
Yeah, it's a wonderful space. It's really beautiful. I can see some fabulous little events happening here. And the wine is awesome. The food looks delicious. We're going to head to break, but thank you so much for having us here.
Thank you very much.
We appreciate it. Again, we're at Drumlin Ridge Winery. This is the Restaurant Show, and we'll be right back.